There we go. Wait, why is it still freaking limiting my... Whatever. Um, I thought I would come on here and speak about, those of you that think about really great music for that's related on a really expanded theme. I always thought in high school and that Kathleen's album release, a lot of great music that people get to listen to, whether deployed or they're at home. But though this music that, for those who don't serve, those really, the song really meaning behind it is those who do serve our countries to be exact. um I really would say war is a word that impacts most people that are in it, that witness gruesome events. You're still witnessing something, but I've always admired music when it comes down to war. I will say there is music out there that talks about like execution and stuff like that. But when I talk about war with music, I talk about songs that relate to a certain war and how people were affected within those wars. But one of the biggest things in music, and good music related to, honestly, Veterans Day, people who serve, there's a holiday for it. And I think there should always be a holiday for that. People that recognize other people or family, friends that have deployed in other countries to save the nation, or at least protect those who are not in war, but to protect the country. And I really admire that most music I listen to, not most, probably a good majority of songs I listen to have to have to dedicate to war, meaning that a lot of songs I listen to are dedicated to Veterans Day. But one of my all-time favorite songs, I mean, it's like number 1 on my playlist now on Spotify. And this is a song I've listened to. The views are number, like, this is like the most, this I have the most views of listening to this song on Spotify, but it is Walking on a Thin Line by Huey Lewis and the News. Now, that song to me means a lot of personal thing because it talks about a variety of things, but it focuses on the Vietnam War. That one song, it talks about PTSD. Lyrics, I mean, the lyrics in that song talk about being alienized, being alienated, um be what is it, labeled as freaks. Was it outside on the streets or something like that, but labeled as freaks, being called freaks, being called names, where labeled as freaks as an alien, like people in Vietnam having their own race, where we are sent to help, fight the war as well. we were freaks going actually going up against them, but they would call us freaks. You know, war, a lot of it is elimination, execution, but killing is the biggest word for that. Um, but that song is probably, well, I know it's viewed, and I listen to that song a lot. A lot of the times I listen to that song through my own life because I have family. My dad's dad served in World War II, and I I I don't know about any other part of my family, but still, PTSD. So that's right, binded. But what is it? I gotta go get my phone. But the lyrics, I'm gonna break down the lyrics of this song because it is just extremely powerful, and it's definitely something not to ignore. And you probably see what I did there. That's also, you find it so easy to ignore, which is a lyric that during that war nobody cared about you. People in Vietnam didn't care about. They were they were the enemy. But in the lyrics, so when Huey Lewis starts out, he says, "Cursed for darkness and prayed for light." But unfortunately, um, I would say when you start off a song by saying "cursed for darkness and prayed for light," you know that song is gonna be awesome. But but I will say some of the most awesome music, like Walking on a Thin Line. And that song means a lot to me. But anyways, guys, I like Walking on a Thin Line. It's a great song.